What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I want to speak to you guys this time about a little analogy that I've come up with. I've heard it multiple times in different ways, but I've tried to simplify it in the best way. It's helped me tremendously in my life, and it's helped me help the people that I mentor and that I coach be able to improve their lives from every single angle. And there's a common theme out there. A lot of people, for the most part, are really trying to improve on certain things in their life, with their money, with their career, with their family, with their relationships, with their health, with their future, their assets, retirement, with their peace. And they're working hard at things and getting nowhere, and eventually start regressing at these things. And they kind of just get frustrated in the end and give up. And they say, okay, well, maybe this is not meant for me, or maybe the choices that I've made have created a situation where I'm not deserving of these things, or I'm not, supposed to be that person living that type of life. And sometimes also people have the wrong, let's say, eyesight in life. They're wearing the wrong pair of glasses. They're seeing through the eyes of the stories that they've seen before them, through their parents, through their family, through their community, through their friends at the moment, through TV and media. Certain stigmas become a common theme. It becomes a joke, but it really is, something that's bothering people, hurting people with these stigmas. And this insight here will help you understand how to be able to approach these things from a better angle, and to be able to overcome those obstacles, or to be able to accomplish those goals, or overcome those past triggers or vices or traumas that are keeping you in these situations and stopping you from living the life that you want to live, or being the person that you want to become. If it's not things, sometimes people just want to improve themselves. So let's just say in life, all of us are lumberjacks, all right? Our job is to cut trees down. And everybody has 4 or 5 basic trees that they have to cut down on a daily basis. One of them is their job and their career. Another one of them is their family, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their wife, husband, kids, friends, social circle. Another one of them is their finances, their money, their assets, their retirement, their security plan. And the other piece, the last tree, is their health, their well-being, mentally, emotionally, physically, their fitness. So these trees have to be cut down on a daily basis to the best of everybody's ability. Now, let's just give an example here. Let's just say me and my neighbor or my twin brother or a friend of mine have the same trees to chop down every single day. We've got the same career, we've got the same time, we've got the same, we're in the same relationship, married, or both have children, and we're trying to chop down these trees on a daily basis. Now, if I take time to be able to improve the skill sets in chopping down those trees, and every tree is a little bit different. We said one's family, one's money, one is your career, the other one is your health, your fitness, your well-being, your food. So if I take the time to improve on the skill sets to be able to cut those trees, let's just say one tree is really tall and really wide, and one tree is always somewhere where it's really muddy, and one tree is always somewhere where it's really windy. So every situation is a little bit different, just to try to make the analogy a little bit more realistic. Now, if I take time to be able to sharpen my axe really, really, really good, okay? So I got a super, super sharp axe, and I practice every day a little bit sharpening on that axe, and I practice on my swing, okay? I take time to invest into myself and develop the skills to be able to practice swinging that axe more efficiently. And I take time to be able to eat well and rest well and take care of my recovery so that I can have a stronger and faster swing on those trees. And I take the time to be able to work on the skill sets that stop me from being distracted when I'm out there cutting those trees, from stress from the outside, from the environment, from noise around me, from whatever's going on with other people cutting their own trees. Just understand, just take a minute to listen to this. Now, I cut my trees down, okay, in about 30 minutes because I'm so efficient at it. I know exactly when to swing, where to hit it, where to put my feet, how to breathe, how long I should rest in between the trees. I've developed a tremendous amount of improvement on my skill sets for cutting these trees down. Now, let's say the other person, who's my brother or my neighbor or my friend that's cutting those same trees down, didn't develop these skills. And it takes him hours to cut down the same tree. It takes me 20 or 30 minutes. What happens is at the end of my day, I've chopped down all my trees. I've got tons of energy and I've got free time. I can pursue cutting down more trees and figuring out better ways to improve on those skill sets. The other guy, the other person in this story, in this analogy, is exhausted. It takes him 3-4 hours to cut down the same tree because he's got a dull axe. He's got a bad swing. He's out of shape. He's tired. He's stressed. And he gets worse and worse at cutting down those trees. He gets worse at his job because he's tired. He can't perform well. So people are taking over his positions. He's not upgrading. He's not getting more money. He gets worse in his relationship because he's tired. He's stressed. He gets worse at his health because he doesn't have the time and energy and focus to be able to care about when he's eating and what he's putting into his body. And the money situation is getting worse because the opportunities in the world are going this way and he's going this way. And the inflation in the world's going this way and his life's going this way. So he's exhausted. And what do people tell him to do? Or what does he think he needs to do? Just work harder. So he's more tired. He's more tired at everything instead of improving and figuring out why his swing sucks. And this is the analogy. If you improve your skill sets at cutting down your trees, at sharpening your axe, you will be able to have more energy, more focus, and more time and be able to succeed to different levels in life. When it comes to your relationships, you have to have those hard conversations. You have to be open, clear, and honest about what you want out of life, where you see yourself in the future, what you want to do with your income, with your investments, with your budgets, what things are not tolerable. Go through those hard conversations when it comes to outside influences through friends or through family that people don't like to have. And these always cause issues in people's relationships over the years and causes massive problems and tension and pressure and stress that break them to pieces. Same thing with your career. You got to be improving on your skill sets and sharpening your axe. You have to work on your skill development, especially your soft skills, so that you are a valuable asset. And you will always be doing the best that you can do in your career field, in your industry. And people are going to want to pay you for your skills to solve their problems. So you're going to be able to grow in your career field. And with your health, you have to take the time to sharpen that axe. You have to put the time into where fitness and exercise is not an obstacle for you. It's your outlet, it's your blessing. You feel good because you get the stress out there. You're being positive. It gives you more energy. It gives you more focus. It gives you more confidence and competence. It gives you more opportunities. And the people around you will follow and suit with you. So you have better situations with those situations. And all these things that save you time from those obstacles and help you progress give you more time, gives you more opportunities, better networks, okay, better understanding, better vision, better absorption of the world. And then you have that free extra time and money to be able to put it into the skill set of your future and your assets and your retirement. So a lot of people, unfortunately, are trying to cut these trees down with a dull axe and a bad swing, if you can understand the analogy as simple as I've put it. If you improve on your skill sets, if you take the time and say, okay, what's the common obstacles we have when it comes to the workplace? What's the common obstacles that I have with my health, with my energy, with my emotional state, with my stress? And work on these things. Work on the things that become a common problem with your partner in life or with your family or with your children. Or have the foresight to see from the future ahead and reverse engineer it and see This always becomes a problem. I see out of 7 out of the 10 couples that we know, or 7 out of the 10 kids that we know, or this is a common thing that's a problem with families, with in-laws, with each other. Let's sit back. Let's take the time instead of watching more TV and more football games and more Netflix series, or just playing with our phones scrolling. And let's sort this out now. Let's really improve on these skill sets right now and have a plan so that when the time comes, we can chop that tree down quick and be efficient and not be tired, not be stressed, not be exhausted. That's how successful people succeed at life. They sharpen on their skill sets. They're doing the same, tree cutting that you're doing. They've got the family, they got the career, they got the health, they got the assets and the relationships. They don't have any different trees. None of them are, very few of them. Elon Musk trying to go outer space, but everybody's got the same trees that they're trying to cut. The ones that succeed in those is not by luck. It's not by luck. They all have problems. Everybody behind closed doors has the same fucking problems that you do in their relationships, with their children, with their jobs. Every career field, every industry goes through ups and downs. There's always a crisis. There's always inflation. These dips and valleys come every 4 or 5 years. We're adults. We know this. So you got to think ahead of time and plan ahead of time and work on your skill sets. And then you will be able to get to where you want to get. But you have to make sure that you're not waking up every day exhausted and empty mentally, physically, and emotionally with a dull axe and sore feet and a sore back and an exhausted mind trying to go out there and chop those trees down. Because people that invested the time in improving their skill sets, like me and others, instead of watching the TV or having the drink or wasting the time or chit-chatting and gossiping with people or watching celebrities and athletes get rich on TV, while I'm sitting there with my shitty tree that I chopped and say, why do I live like this? Why do I drive like this? Why is the vacation like this? Why is the clothes like this? We come out there and chop those trees down quickly. So I hope this can give you guys some insight. I hope it can bring you guys some value into your lives, no matter what you're trying to do. At least it can give you some insight on understanding from before it happens, why those things start to regress. The relationships, the health, the money, the future. It happens because you're showing up to those situations with poor skill sets, with poor stress management, poor impulsive behaviors, poor perception, emotion over logic, and you're losing. But you're still trying. You're still staying in that relationship. You're still staying at that job. You're still trying to go to the gym or take those runs and figure out why you're not getting results. You're still trying to go from cryptos to NFTs to AIs to blue chips to partial real estate projects and still not figuring out why you're losing. Is because your skill sets suck. It's not the plan. It's you in that plan. So improve your skill sets, improve your swing, become better at chopping down your trees, and your life will flourish, I promise you. Hope it can bring you guys some value. If you have any questions, all my information is in the bio. You can link up with me, shoot me an email. Hope everybody takes care of themselves, stay positive, stay productive. Let nothing and nobody get in the way of the life that you want to live.